Hi, Phil Phillips from RiverSmart Australia. I'm standing here in front of our recently opened window on the Wetlands Centre in Warren, not far from the amazing Macquarie Marshes at the end of the Macquarie River. To my right we have the Tiger Bay wetlands with interpretive signage and walks, and I'll take you there in a moment and show you that. What we're hoping to get crowdfunding support to do is to add covered verandas to both sides of the building behind me, so that we've got a place for people to relax, but also where we can have our material under cover. And down to my left, and I'll pan round in a moment, is the area where we're hoping to install 7 covered huts or shelters, into which we will install educational and interpretive material about the biodiversity of the region, about the wetlands, the river, the farming practices of this region, plus the early European heritage, the early explorers, and the Wetlands Indigenous peoples' cultural heritage of this part of the world. I'll pan around now. So this is where we see a walking track being installed through those trees where there's some water lying around from recent rain, and all the way round past the blue flags, and this is where the educational sites interpretive boards will be installed. On the right you can see the painted poles, or soon to be painted, by the Wetlands Indigenous community. And here's the view from inside the window on the Wetlands Centre, and as you can see, we've started to assemble some temporary information. There's Macquarie Marshes information, the Macquarie River Trails project, reading around to the biodiversity of this region. There's the stage and the screen for multimedia presentations. Note the beautiful polished floor, and the ceiling's worth a look too. And down this other wall now we have information about native fish, introduced fish, and then we have a bit of merchandising and other things over this side to help people help us to spread the messages of RiverSmart. Out the back, and I'll take you out there in a second and show you the Indigenous Art Gallery. So here we are now in the small alcove at the back of the building, which we're using to display the artwork of the local Wetlands art group. Beautiful, stunning artworks. And down here you can see some samples. And this is what the big white telegraph poles outside will look like when they're finished. It will be quite stunning and provide a fabulous welcome from the Indigenous people of this region to the window on the Wetlands Centre. Here we are now at Tiger Bay Wetlands, just a short walk from the window on the Wetlands Centre. Here's one of the education signs that we recently installed, sponsored by NRMA Insurance, so thank you to them. Just panning around, you get to see the wetland, which after recent rain is in fabulous condition. The birds have come in, the frogs are chirping, and yeah, it's a beautiful environment. Most importantly, it's a safe, close location for us to bring school groups for our education program, which we're hoping will start in the next few months. So finally, here's another view of Tiger Bay Wetlands. What a fabulous place it is. If you can help us to raise the $50,000 that we think we need for the covered verandas and for our outdoor interpretive boards, we'd really appreciate that, and we'd make you most welcome anytime to come visit our window on the Wetlands Centre in Warren. Thank you.